Well, we got 10,000 subs the other day.
Yeah, cool.
So, yeah, we got 10,000 subs.
Yay! We are excited, really.
Well, yeah, that was just a piss take.
So, yeah, thanks everyone, I guess, for clicking that button. A lot of hard work you did.
Yeah, you deserve it. Give yourself a pat on the back. Whoa, it must have nearly put your back out clicking on that subscribe button. Jeez.
Bit of a stretch.
Yeah, all those touchscreen users, they've got they're physically, we can't thank you enough for your physical prod.
But yeah, no, honestly guys, it's
yeah, thank you.
Just, yeah, it's proper cool that you actually want to see more of this.
Yeah, you're crazy.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Surprising. But yeah, hopefully people have appreciated that we've put out quite a lot more videos this year.
We've been trying, we've been doing our best.
We've done like at least 2 or 3 a week, every week so far this year, which is a lot more than we used to put out.
I know we're in like 2 months in, but
yeah, but even so, it's pretty good going. So yeah, hopefully it'll continue. We've got a few more vlogs and things. We're going to film a vlog now, so this will kind of lead into a vlog about supercars and what is and isn't a supercar. Because we've been having an argument.
Yeah.
In fact, should we just get into it?
Yeah.
Right.
So I posted on Instagram saying, is a V8 R8, just a V8,
just a V8.
Is that a supercar? How many people class it as a supercar?
Now, I think we should start by saying there's not really a right or wrong answer. Like, everyone has their own definition of supercar.
What we've figured out is that it's such a loose definition.
So everyone you ask has got a different definition of what a supercar is, and there isn't really any official definition. If you Google it, all you get is like a definition that has a load of vague words in it, like very expensive. What does that mean? Like, what amount is very expensive? It depends on your income.
You know, where's the cut-off point between not expensive and very expensive?
Yeah. So this is all opinion, but we want to hear your comments, your opinions, and we'll kind of like tally up and see what the most common view is really. But yeah, you started by saying well, the V8 R8 is a supercar.
I think it's a supercar.
You think it is, and I said it's borderline. I think I started off by saying it's not, but that was just to wind you up. I think it's borderline, and the reason being that it's not quite fast enough. Now you disagree on the speed thing, don't you? You don't think?
I think it's fast enough. Like, for me, it's a supercar because of the looks of it.
Yeah.
Because it's wide, it's low. You know, it's 2 seats, mid-engine. Like, it's just like that supercar recipe, really.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
And it's not slow.
No.
It's just maybe not quite fast enough compared to some of the other
But this is why, because your argument and Bald Yoda's argument is that if the V8 isn't a supercar, the V10 isn't either, really, isn't it? Because you're saying there's not really any difference between them than just a bit.
Yeah, just adding the extra 200 brake, and then everyone's saying that the V10 kind of becomes a supercar all of a sudden. Like, I don't know.
Which I think it does, just purely because the V8. What's going on here? What's going on? The V8 is a supercar in every other way apart from speed to me. So if you add a bit more speed, then it becomes a supercar. That's my opinion on it. I think the V10 R8 is still kind of low in the scheme of supercars, if you know what I mean. Like, it's not as expensive, it's not as fast, it's not as crazy as like Lambos and Ferraris. So I think it's kind of a low-end-ish supercar. But then you don't think the GTR's a supercar, do you? You're gonna get a lot of hate now. Oh,
here we go.
GTR fanboys.
Like, I love the GTR more than anyone.
Yeah, you do like the GTR.
I like it's quick, but
you don't think it's a supercar?
The looks of it.
I'd see the looks is a weird thing because I think it looks like a supercar, but it's 4 seats and not that expensive in supercar terms. So I think the looks are one thing that makes it look like a supercar, but you disagree, don't you?
I'm not entirely sure.
But then an Alfa Romeo 4C, we both said was not a supercar, yeah? And then you saw how wide it was in a Wikipedia page, and you're like, oh, supercar then.
Definitely a supercar, yeah. Because it's carbon fibre tub. Anything with a carbon fibre tub's got to be a supercar.
It's a golf cart with a carbon fibre tub.
Yeah.
But this is what I mean.
It's the problem.
This is the problem we have. It makes stupid suggestions.
And I don't even want to get onto Porsche, really.
Yeah, where do Porsche fit in?
Where?
Porsche, to me, are not a supercar.
I think the problem is, like,
the same.
The base range of the 911 is, like, not really a supercar.
But why? Because it's not fast enough?
It's not, well, it's cheaper. Like, what's the base 911? 50, 60,
probably,
maybe?
I think a bit more than that, isn't it?
But then you have the other extremes, like the GT2s and the GT3s. They're really expensive. Yeah. They're really quick, but they look the same. It's the V8 V10 R8 again, because they look the same, very similar,
Yeah, but so would you class the GT3s not as a supercar?
Well, on my definition, it's not like low enough and wide enough. And, like,
this is something you said. You said that if an R8 had 200 brake horsepower, you'd still class it as a supercar.
Yeah.
What is this guy on? What? That makes no sense. It's got to be a combination of things. It's got to be fast, expensive, rare-ish, a bit exotic.
See, this is what I don't understand.
Mid-engine,
the V10 just becomes a supercar all of a sudden.
Because it's got all the other things apart from enough power. So if you add more power, then it's the complete package.
200 brake.
But that's a lot. Well, it's not even 200 brake. It's like 100 and something. 105.
I don't know. A lot of people on Instagram, it was quite split.
Yeah,
a lot of people saying if it is a supercar, it's very low down on the supercar spectrum. A lot of people saying I'm not sure it is.
Because it's only as fast as an M3. That's my problem. An E92 M3 has got the same power and pretty much the same 0 to 60 time and everything as a V8 R8. And I think if you're in a supercar, you should be able to destroy an M3.
I think you would round the track.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, but even so, you want like a supercar should be able to just put your foot down and it's gone. I don't think you should have to be like, oh well, wait till we get to the corners. Like that to me is.
I don't know.
And this
is a tricky one.
Yeah, but this discussion only counts for stock cars because you can modify anything to make it faster.
Like you can supercharge a V10 or something to make it a bit quicker.
To make it a supercar.
Yeah.
yeah. Like by the time we've got the GTA 6 finished, mate, that'll be a supercar. Ah, sorted. It'll cost enough. Jesus.
So I don't know. It turns out the water's a lot muddier than I originally thought on this whole topic.
Because Paul Yoda doesn't think the V8 or the V10 R8 is a supercar, but he's an idiot. So.
Well, his theory is that it's got to be mad. It's got to be a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit insane. You've got to like get out of it and think, shit, I nearly died every time you drive it.
But then we said Ferrari California. It's expensive. It's
a Ferrari.
Yeah, it's a Ferrari. It's kind of rare. But is that a supercar? Is it a little bit too soft? Is it a little bit too friendly to be a supercar?
It's more of just a fast GT.
And then the other end is an Aventador a supercar or a hypercar? Is it crossing over yet?
No, hypercar is a whole other discussion.
I know, yeah, it's another video.
Like, I don't know, hypercar just makes me think of like all the hybrids, like the 918 and all that, and like the Koenigseggs. But what point?
Yeah, because like an F40,
an F40 is a supercar.
Like in its day, it was a hypercar. Because it was the Enzo.
This is another thing, isn't it? Some people were saying the V8 R8 when it came out was a supercar, but now it's not. But I don't think you can say that. I think if it's a supercar when it comes out, it stays a supercar.
Like a Countach is a supercar,
yeah,
even though it's slow compared to
even though it's
modern
not
day
fast
standard.
enough now. Well, it's probably still pretty rapid, but if it's a supercar when it came out, that is still a supercar, right? It's just an old supercar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can't.
I don't know. Alpha 4C, what's your opinion now then? You think it is or isn't? Seeing through goggles might be watching, so careful.
Great spec. I'm not sure it is.
I don't think it is. I don't actually know how quick they are, to be honest.
No.
I don't think
it's only a 4-cylinder engine.
Yeah.
So it's quite. But then it's light. But then a Lotus Elise.
Not a supercar.
Yeah.
A Lotus Exige. Like there's a couple of them come on supercar driver events.
Quite quick with a supercharger version or whatever.
I wouldn't class it as a super. I would class it as a fast sports car personally.
It's not like we're not saying that an Elise or an Exige can't come on like supercar drivers.
No.
But it's just
we're just saying like in the sort of pure definition of what a supercar is.
There's a lot of cars like they say the V8 R8. If you saw one, a lot of people see one. Like it's a great car. Great spec car. But like. Yeah, trying to be so specific on.
Yeah, because you said the other day, well, like if you ask the average person who doesn't know much about cars, they'd see a V8 R8 and they're like, yeah, supercar.
Yeah, but I think most people would say, wow, that's kind of cool.
But they would also think a Lotus Elise is probably a supercar. Like, I don't think the average person who knows nothing about cars is a good gauge on what a supercar is. Like, because they don't know anything about cars.
Sure, that's the definition. It's just the average people on the street who see it and it makes a day when they've seen it. No matter what it is.
But then by that definition, yeah, Lotus Exige.
Like, are we the people in the wrong? Are we going, don't want to break it enough to be super? If it's just bright and colourful and looks good and people like it, it's a supercar.
I know what you mean, but it's got to be a bit rare as well. And like I said, this thing up is a fucking supercar. It's bright green wheels. Jeez, on a Jeep. That's strange. Yeah, I think it's got to be quite rare as well. Like, because even if it's an Aventador or whatever, if everyone had one, which it seems like they fucking do, if you look at London videos,
but Instagram,
But like, if they were only say 20 grand or something, if everyone could afford them, then it wouldn't really be a supercar anymore, would it?
No.
Even though its performance hasn't changed.
Because the other thing we said is RS6, RS4, RS6.
Yeah, rapid. Like
similar money, similar engines to the V8 and V10 R8.
Yeah.
But
and like,
not quite a supercar because it doesn't have. It has the power. It has the very
four
expensive.
Seats, aren't there?
And it's 4 seats. And it just doesn't look like
a GTR's 4 seats. I think the vast majority of people would say a GTR is a supercar. I think you're in the minority saying it's not.
I think I probably am. Yeah.
But yeah, 4 seats. Even though the back seats are pretty fucking useless, but 4 seats, you sat quite high up. It's quite big.
What about Maserati Gran Turismo? Pretty slow. Pretty slower than a V8 R8.
Probably a supercar. I don't know.
That's 4 seats as well.
No, maybe not. If it's 4 seats, I don't know.
But
if
it looks like a
right
supercar. It's a Maserati. Like, this is the problem.
It's because it's rare and expensive.
Yeah.
It's got that side of it. But I don't know. I think certain things can outweigh other things. So I think if it's really rare and really expensive, that can make up for the fact that it's not quite as fast. Whereas a V8 R8 is not that rare in supercar terms, not that expensive in supercar terms, and it's not that quick. So I think that's why it's borderline. I think put it to the vote. What do you think?
Let us know. I'm interested to know. Do you think like an M3 and M4 is a supercar? Like,
no.
What level?
But then because I would say an M5 or whatever, even though as fast as a V10 R8, like pretty much, like we've had on the supercar drives, M5s can keep up with my R8.
So we need another word for RS4s, RS6s.
I think people just call them super saloons, don't they? I think that's
saloon.
I think that's kind of the word, a super saloon.
Because you got to differentiate them between regular cars.
Yeah. They're way faster, but then do they handle that much better? I would argue a lot of them don't. I would argue they've just got the power. They never look that flamboyant, do they? Like RS4s and M4s. No. They're always pretty much like the car that they're based on. Just a few extra grills and things. And
another one as well, along them same lines, is F-Type.
Yeah.
AMG GT.
Yeah, the Jaguar F-Type with. I wouldn't class it as a supercar, but I don't know why. It's
but
two seats.
Like an Aston V8 Vantage would then be a supercar.
Yeah.
I know this is the problem.
I think like brand and everything matters as well. Like, because Ferrari, as soon as you say Ferrari, you're like, well, yeah, it's probably a supercar. Before you've even heard the model. Like,
even like a Ferrari FF is probably more practical than a 4C.
Yeah, and like bigger and sort of bulkier and everything. Like not sort of low and wide. But yeah. I don't know. I think the F-Type is a tricky one because it's 2 seats. It's got 500 brake. It's loud. It looks amazing. It's quite expensive. Like 80, 90 grand brand new. So similar to a V8 R8, not much less than a V10 R8. But I don't know. I think from me driving one, again, it felt kind of big and heavy, and that's just not like it didn't in the R8 and other supercars that I've at least sat in. I've been passenger in. It's flat in the corners. You know what I mean? There's no body roll. It just feels like a proper sort of racing car, even though I know that they're far away from actual racing cars. But the Jag was just a bit like just big and just lots of space, I don't know. It just felt like too big of a car to be
I think more people would say an F-Type is a supercar than would say a V8 R8 is a supercar.
I don't know. I don't know. I disagree. Right. Second question. Is an F-Type coupe, the R or whatever it's called, it's got like 540 brake or something, is that a supercar? It certainly sounds like one.
Yeah.
Like when I test drove it, I was like, this thing is ridiculous. Like every time you put your foot down, just bah, 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 it sounds so good.
Low wide, 2 seat, mid-engine.
But there's the 4C, you got 2 seats, was it 4 seats?
2 seats.
Alright.
Do you have 2 seats mid-engine? Can't find it up.
Let's just say, supercar, yeah, you like it.
See-through glasses, congratulations on your supercar.
You should have my first supercar.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you don't think that's a supercar though, do you? After saying that, you don't think that's really a supercar? Is that because of the speed? There you go. It's got everything else, but it's not got a speed. So how can a V8 R8?
I think the Wikipedia width is misleading.
You don't agree that it's as wide as it is?
No.
It is though, on Top Gear. They were like, driving down Italy, it's like driving a Lamborghini.
I mean, I've never seen one in the flesh, and we said about how small the Ventadors look on pictures.
Yeah.
And the Ventadors in real life are so wide and so low, and in pictures just look like
a normal car.
Yeah. Proportions and stuff is crazy in pictures.
Yeah, but I never forget the first time we saw one at GC. We went there. There was 2 of them in the showroom, and I was like, these things are fucking
Especially in that
huge.
showroom next to other stuff. It
Yeah.
just looked like so wide.
Massive,
Crazy.
so low. Like the floor, the seat was just like on the floor, like insane. Like you think the R8's quite low when you get in that, don't you? But like it's pretty much sat in a hijack.
But if anyone's really wealthy watching this, love an Aventador, probably in white if you can, black Nero leather interior, that'd be
Great
fantastic.
spec, mate. Great spec.
Great spec. Love one.
You really want an Aventador now, don't you? My first supercar, Aventador.
Aventador, yeah.
Nailed it.
Sweet. I don't know. Everyone's gonna hate anyway.
Yeah, everyone's like, you fucking idiots. V8 R8s are supercars. Porsches are amazing. GTRs are amazing. Fuck you guys. Unsubscribed. 10k gone.
Yeah, you watch the 10k just plummet.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
At the end of this week, we'll be on 3.
That'd be amazing. On our 10k video, we've managed to go back below 10k.
Awesome.
People are like, why have you made a 10k video? We've only got 6,000 subs.
A bit premature.
Sorry.
On that note.
Yeah, on that
Let us
note.
know.